My name is Maly. I grew up in a Buddhist family. My biological father left when I was 18 months old, and I was raised by my mother. And then she had met a man, and he became my stepfather. And we grew up in a household where it was not Christian, and we had gone always to the temple and did our worship and merits there, which I didn't quite understand, but I grew up in that and practiced it. And then I steered away from that and became interested into witchcraft, New Age, and just a lot of different things. I was about in my my mid 20s. I was looking for love, joy, peace. I was looking for those things, and I thought that's what it was. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into. A lot of darkness, a lot of evil that overcame. Yeah, I've been married twice, and my last marriage, I was married to a man that was in this religion called Santeria. He introduced me to the religion and told me that there was gods and goddesses in the religion and that we would have to do animal sacrifices. And I participated in that. At first, in the beginning, I did not want to do that. I knew that I didn't want to, but I eventually got married to him, and then I had to help him since I was his wife. Ever since then, I had really evil thoughts, and I would feel this heaviness just come upon me whenever I was in the home, and I would always try to pray it off and try to use sage in the home, and I'm like, what's going on? It's not working. And then God used my middle sister to reach out to me on my birthday in August of 2018. And I reached out to her, and we reunited after 9 years because we had an estranged relationship. And we had gone to church. They invited me to church, and so I kept going to church. And I was overfilled with joy whenever I go to church. And I never knew what that was. And I was invited to a women's event, and during worship, I went to go meet my sister and my niece, and I was just crying. I don't know why I was crying, but I cried and I cried. But my sister knew, obviously, because she was saved, and she was just trying to get me to church. And she succeeded because I was working at that time, at that relationship, I was working a full-time job and a part-time job. And so I would always reach out to her and say, let's go to church before I go to work. Let's go to church. And afterwards, I would just love on everyone. And I'm like, what is this? This is amazing. And so I got saved, and by watching a John Ramirez YouTube video by my sister, because he was doing Santeria. And so God opened up my eyes, took the blinders off, and then I was asking God, well, what do I do now? How do I go back to this man that I'm married to that is practicing this? How do I pretend like I don't know? But I did try to show him the testimony video 3 times and he refused it. And I'm like, okay, God, I know you don't want me to divorce him, but he is not following you and I want to follow you. And we eventually got a divorce and I got baptized and got delivered and set free by all the demonic spirits, all the witchcraft, everything in the occult. Since then, in the beginning of my relationship with him, I did ask him, I'm like, well, God, are you real? Are you real? Are you sure? Because I was in Buddhism, I was in New Age, witchcraft, Santeria, I was in all these religions. And time again, he has shown me that he is the one true God. And I want to make him proud and show him and show my family and my culture and the people of Laos that he is real, that they are worshiping a false God. It's a journey, but I know that it's gonna be good. I was 19, foolish, not making good decisions. I spoke to a man online, went to his place, and I didn't want to do anything, but it did happen, and I ended up being pregnant, and I didn't know what to do because I was alone, and so I decided to have an abortion. And one of my girlfriends brought me to the clinic and I had that done. And then I got married and attempted to have a child with my first husband. And it ended up with a miscarriage. And then I had my son with him. During that time, I was kind of relieved that it was happening, that it did happen, because I didn't feel I was equipped to raise a child at that time. Emotionally, I was selfish and I was just only thinking about myself. Spiritually, I didn't really think anything of it at that time until I met Krista at the Nation's Glory Barn in Waldorf, Minnesota. It triggered that memory because I thought I had already asked God for forgiveness from it and forgiveness for myself, but it was still pain that was deep down inside that I had suppressed. So I had told my testimony in front of everyone during that time and know that Jesus has redeemed me and he's made me new because of that. I'm currently in a healing season right now with him. He's currently trying to mend everything that the enemy took from me and attacked me and tore me apart. He's mending me right now. Wow. I think I would tell myself that I should have not done that, that maybe I should have given it up for an adoption, that life is precious, and that babies are blessings. I love you, and I'm sorry for what I did. Please forgive me. I would like to say, I would like to say to the next generation that there is a beautiful Savior that loves you so much, that wants you to know him intimately. And if there's any type of anxiety or depression or anything else that you're dabbling in, drop that and run to him and run into his arms. He will show you the truth. He will show you the truth. There's nothing better than a relationship with Jesus.